Hello, my name's Ellie. Welcome back to my channel. I make videos about medical school, traveling, and life as a student in my 20s. This video is about my spending habits in London as a postgrad student. I was there for a year doing my master's and I had a lot of requests about what it costs to live in London, so I thought I'd make a breakdown video of what I spent in a week. Keep in mind, of course, that everybody is different. You might have a bigger or smaller budget than I did. Yeah, I think it's important not to compare yourself in this way. I personally thought that the amount that I spent per week allowed me to live very comfortably in London. It also really depends per week. I think this week I spent more on going out since I had family in town, whereas I usually wouldn't eat out as much. Throughout this video, I tracked what I spent every single day, so you'll see that in sort of a vlog format first, and then at the end, I'll go through the categories of spending and break down the total spending per week.
Modifications have been made to both the production protocol and the virion itself to improve its production efficiency and increase its potential applications.
Hello, I really wanted to wear shorts this morning, but it's not gonna be that warm, so I don't know what I'm gonna do. But I'm currently have my room full of laundry. I'm gonna get ready now to go to cafe to study, which is honestly what I do most mornings, unless I'm going to the library or staying home, but that's kind of rare. So that's the plan. I haven't spent any money yet today. I'll definitely grab a coffee today, and I think I need to get some groceries as well. I don't have classes anymore, so at the moment my routine is kind of just really up to me, which is weird, but also kind of nice. Good morning. I'm headed off to the Barbican, to the cafe there to study. I just got up. I got up at 8, which is a little bit late for me, but that's fine. I'm gonna have some coffee at home, and then I'm gonna head there, and I don't know. It's just a study day again, so I'll see you later. Alright, I had a productive morning at the Barbican, but I had 2 cups of coffee in total already, and I get really jittery, so I'm gonna go home and have some lunch. And it's really nice out today, so I kind of don't want to be at home studying, so I might go to another cafe and go study there for the afternoon, but I'll see. I have ballet tonight, so I want to stay in the area because it's walking distance from my place. Okay, as predicted, I am seeing the sunshine outside and I really want to be out in it, so I'm going to leave the house again and see if I can find a cafe or something. I wish there were like public free study spaces close to me, but there really aren't. There's some near my uni, but it's like a half an hour walk away, and I have to be back here later for ballet, so it's kind of inconvenient. So yes, more money spending on coffee. Alright, I'm off to ballet. Oh, I forgot to say, this is an 8-week ballet course that I paid for in advance, but I guess the weekly payment is something like £17 a class, so I'll add that to the expenses. Okay, I have my last exam ever for my master's degree this morning, so I'm just brushing up on everything I need to know for that. Hopefully I get a good grade. It's only a 50% exam, which I say only because most of my exams have been 100% of my mark, so this feels quite chill in comparison. I don't know if that's good though, because I don't know what my grade is for the other 50%, which is really annoying, even though I submitted that essay a month ago. I'll keep you updated on what I buy today. Alright, I got home from the Greek coffee shop near my house where I went to study today, and I just took a shower, and now I'm gonna study for the MCAT. I feel like this week is literally just studying, but to be fair, that's not different from most weeks. I was meant to go to an art class this afternoon with a friend of mine, but she got really sick, and I thought about going on my own, but I honestly couldn't be bothered to go all the way to Shoreditch, so I cancelled, and I'm just staying home and chilling instead. Get up on it and do it. Get up on it and do it. My channel's starting on.
So now that you've seen what I spent throughout the week, I wanted to break it down in big categories that to me are the most relevant. So the biggest chunk of change that I spent was groceries, which was a total of £71 for the entire week. I spent £35 on coffee/cafe food, which is quite high. As a student, I like to study in cafes, so I budgeted more money for this than I would in my normal daily life for this particular year of my master's degree. For eating and drinking out, which does not include coffee but does include things like an actual dinner out, I spent £40 that week, which included 3 different sit-down situations, a beer, and a lunch and a dinner, which to me is not a normal week. I usually don't go out to dinner in London as it's so expensive, but since my sister was in town, we did do that once. I spent £25 on dance classes that week, which included 3 dance classes. I am personally really passionate about dancing. I dance about 3 to 5 times a week, so to me this is an area of my life that is worth spending on. I also spent €25 on events. I don't really know what they were anymore, but I think it was probably things like museum entries and maybe like going to see a show or something. I also wanted to add in the other amounts that I spend in sort of running costs. So my rent in London was £610 per month, which breaks down to £152.5 per week. This included all the utilities, by the way, so the washing machine, the Wi-Fi, and electricity and things. I also have a phone bill, which is £10 a month, so £2.5 per week. I took the tube, which averages out to about £10 a week, I would say. Then I have subscriptions like Netflix, Spotify, but those are family plans that my parents pay for, so I discounted those, but obviously you would have to add that into your monthly spending. I also have a gym membership at the student gym, which was £26.5 per month, so about £6.6 per week. And then additional costs that you might incur are things like health insurance and tuition fees, but I didn't count those into this video since those are paid on more of a yearly basis. So if you add all these things up, you get to an amount of £336 per week. I think this is more or less representative of my life in London. So if you multiply that times 4 for a month, that's £1,344 a month of spending, including my rent and everything. I think that's more or less representative. I do wonder if this is at all reflected in other students' spending. I'd be curious if you have ever done this calculation and you know how much you spent, if you would put down below if you spent more or less. For example, I understand if you don't want to share the exact amount. I hope this was a helpful video. I feel like I would have really liked to see this prior to moving to London, as it's notoriously a very expensive place to live. I also wonder if this ends up being more expensive or less expensive than other cities that I'll live in the future. I am starting another degree this fall in a different country, so if you like these types of student videos, please just subscribe to my channel and feel free to interact with me in the comments. I love seeing people interacting with me. Occasionally I get the chance to connect with you guys on Instagram and then help you out in more depth by answering your questions, and it's just really nice that this YouTube channel is actually useful to people. So yeah, if you're getting anything from this video and you want to start a conversation either here in the YouTube comments or on Instagram, please do reach out. I hope you're having a great day, whoever you are, wherever you are. Bye!